But before we get into our NCAA college football parlay, I have a hot take question because this dude on the group chat, he stuck his neck out, put his nuts on the line, and I want you to talk about it. Your hot take on J.J. McCarthy not translating as an NFL quarterback, man. Explain yourself because I do not see it. J.J., I think, is really
I can't
good.
explain it. That's what I see.
Really?
What do you see,
What do
guys?
you see? Can you pull up J.J. McCarthy? How tall is he?
6'1", 6'2".
You don't see
Athletic.
it. Michigan style for me is a lot like Oregon State.
style.
Pro style.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's what I see.
they don't rely on him throwing the ball. They rely on run game more than him throwing the ball.
Because they don't have to.
Okay,
because
but
they
that's
haven't
my
been in that
point.
position.
But if they are in that position, they don't win those games.
2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, he was favored to win the Heisman or second.
He was favored.
That's fine, but I'm telling you right
If
now,
they
he's not going to
beat-
be
if
good.
What
they
is
beat
numbers?
Ohio
Give me his
State?
numbers.
He is 6'3", 202.
Oh, yeah. No, are you kidding?
Yes.
You don't translate?
That doesn't mean anything.
2,194 yards.
Jacob,
18
he doesn't make-
touchdowns, 3 interceptions, and 92.6.
He doesn't make
QBR.
mistakes. He doesn't
That's
make
fine.
mistakes.
But if they were in a shootout,
And he makes
they
plays
don't want
out-
him. They don't want to win in the shootout. They don't want to win those type
Because
of
that's
games.
not,
That's not their
That's not their
style of
game.
play.
Okay, but that's not his style of play. It's not his
That's
style
not
of play.
their style of play.
Okay, but that's what I'm trying to tell you.
That's not their style.
Exactly my point. They don't want to be in those games because they don't believe in that he can do that.
But
That's not
no,
their
no, no,
style.
No.
You have two
I'm just telling you right
superstar.
now, it's not
Jacob,
gonna-
you have
okay,
two
I'm just
on
trying to
that
tell
team.
you.
On that team, you have two stud running backs. You have Corum and Edwards, right?
Yes.
And they're both studs. That offensive line, monster.
Amazing.
A monster
I
offensive
agree.
line. Your defensive line,
So what's
your
your point?
defense.
I don't understand.
That
He
you
makes
don't
plays.
need. You don't need to score 50 to
I
beat
agree.
anybody. So
I
why
agree.
would you? Why you want?
I'm not saying that I want him to. I'm just saying Michigan knows that if they're in that game, they're not winning those games.
Michigan's never getting in that game. That's
Okay,
not their
but-
style. They don't
okay.
allow themselves to get in that
because
style.
they know that they won't win those games.
And that's not. That's
He
not what
makes
you're saying.
plays.
He makes plays.
What
outside
plays
the
does he
pocket.
make?
What's his third down percentage? I don't know if you can go there, Eddie. But he makes plays on third down. He makes plays outside of the pocket.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm
That's
just telling
why
you, he's not going to be a good quarterback
like,
in the NFL.
You've seen a lot of Michigan games. You have the Zach Hader glasses on or something because I don't get what you're seeing. Would you rather take Aiden O'Connell or J.J. McCarthy?
Neither. Can I have neither?
No, because you already have one.
J.J. McCarthy's percentage of passes on third down that have resulted in a first down are 73.1%.
Come on, Jacob.
And
Well,
they're-
okay, against who?
It doesn't
doesn't
matter.
matter.
Penix
It doesn't
has
matter, okay.
46.3 and Drake May has 52.3%.
We can't say against who, and I'll tell you why.
Okay,
You
tell
can't
me why.
get against who because when we looked at when you guys and CJ said it and Eddie doubled down on it when you were talking about
Rebounds.
Caleb Williams in week 4, he was far and away the best quarterback we had ever seen, according to a lot of people. Those 4 games were against San Jose State, Stanford, Arizona State, and I don't know who else. Okay? So it was against nobody as well. All right? It was against nobody as well. This is what the guys are playing. That's their schedule.
He's putting who's in front of him.
And they're
Okay,
putting...
and you're also giving him an amazing team. So
You're not...
that percentage doesn't really matter to me because he's on an amazing roster.
73%, man. I think he leads the country in percentage. He's
So are you arguing it's like a Brock Purdy?
So
thing?
he should be number 1 taking quarterback.
That's nobody's saying
No,
nobody's
no,
saying
no,
number
no,
1.
no.
Okay, so what is he then to you?
I think he's still a first-round quarterback.
100%.
Top,
If we look
top
at-
10,
Quarterbacks?
he should be in taking top 10
pick.
overall. Top 10
No,
pick.
we're talking about quarterbacks selected. So who's your quarterbacks if you're taking quarterbacks? So let's say Caleb, right?
Caleb. I'm
Drake
taking
May.
almost everyone. This is my opinion.
To me,
I'm taking
McMay
everyone
and
over him.
Daniels for me.
Everyone I'm taking is over McCarthy. Everyone that's coming out this year, I'm taking them over McCarthy.
I think that's a big mistake, man. I think
Rafa, do you take DJ over McCarthy?
No, I take McCarthy.
Even I would.
I would not take DJ over McCarthy.
Even I think.
I think McCarthy's a better thrower. My
I think
opinion.
McCarthy is a much better thrower
Yeah,
than football.
Jacob. I think you're so
Okay, I'm
far
just-
off. On
I like
this.
Michigan. I love Michigan. It's not because I don't like Michigan at all. I love Michigan. I've almost bet them every week.
He just bought like a 1984 Rose Bowl Michigan hat, like a
Yeah.
weird.
I
good
took
hat.
some very nice hat. I like Michigan.
Very,
I just
very
don't
nice hat.
think I don't think he's that good. And the play, Michigan tells you that they don't think he's that good either.
It's not their style, Jacob.
Okay, and that's
It's
what I'm
not
trying to
their
tell you.
style.
They
But
don't
no,
They
you
don't want to
so
be
far.
in that style.
they don't need to be. That's not your style.
Can we talk about They ran the ball in the second half
Every single
against a top 5 defense.
And that's your quarterback.
That has
Well,
nothing to do with the quarterback.
It does.
That's
To
dropping
me,
you,
it
but they didn't
does.
have to. You just said
To
we're
me,
running
it
the
does.
ball every
To me,
freaking
it
down.
does.
And you can't do
To
anything
me,
about
it's
it.
telling.
It's hurting to him, if anything. They
want-
didn't need to.
Do you want to hear PFF's quarterback rankings for this draft?
Yes.
They have Caleb Williams at 1, Drake May at 2, Bo Nix at 3, Michael Penix at 4, Riley Leonard from Duke at 5,
He's not even
and
close.
JJ McCarthy at 6. And they have Shador right after.
Can I tell you why
Shador
Penix?
after
I'll tell you why Penix doesn't get picked early, and this is going to come up. He throws a beautiful ball. Beautiful ball. The guy's had 2 ACLs. Eddie Money.
He's been injured.
You have to take that in consideration.
I would say know that.
oh my god.
Yes.
I like Daniels before everybody on that list besides Drake May and Caleb. And I actually like Daniels better than Drake May.
Yes.
I like Daniels better than all of them.
Shador at 7.
That's just me.
Michael Pratt at 8 and Jaden Daniels at 9.
Yeah,
That's
for me,
stupid.
I like
I
Daniels
don't know how
before all of
Shador's that
them.
high.
Can we pull up a CBS, the latest CBS mock draft, and just give us the quarterbacks in a CBS? Because I know Zach said something about number 15 Raiders.
Daniels at 14 to the
Ooh,
Raiders.
man.
I like Daniels. I
Oh,
watch
man.
him. Even at Arizona State, I thought that I like guys who play like that.
And he weighed 185 pounds
was
there.
And now he's
he
like
was a true freshman.
Yeah.
He was a true freshman at that point. But I'm so curious because I think Jaden could be the best out of all of them.
I agree. I think he's the best.
I think he
when
is
you
the best.
watch him and the team he's playing against, and I know Zach's gonna say, "Oh, the SEC defense sucks," and blah blah blah. Yes, he says that because a lot of the games are 42-41 and blah blah blah.
Every conference.
When you're watching,
Except for the Big Ten.
Yeah.
Except for the Big Ten. When you're watching Jaden Daniels out there, his ability to run, his ability to make throws on the
Yes,
run,
that's a
and
good
he's
point.
throwing
Yeah.
to NFL receivers.
Yes.
That he's not when you're playing in the SEC, you're playing Tennessee, Ole Miss, blah blah blah. You're playing NFL ready talent.
Yep.
That's what you're playing. When you're playing Vanderbilt, you're not. When you're playing Stanford, you're not. But when you're playing Ole Miss and Texas A&M, whatever their record may be, and Ole Miss, all those teams, that is NFL talent you're playing against.
Yep.
Yes.
And he's been able to put up 30, 40, 50-point games.
Real quick, mock draft quarterbacks. Where are they at, Eddie Money?
They have Caleb Williams at 1 to the Bears, Drake May at 2 to the Giants.
Stupid.
They have the Raiders at 16, Jaden Daniels.
That's the next quarterback.
Wow, that's actually smart.
Penix at 19 to the Saints.
It's not going to happen. Where's
And-
Bo Nix? Are you kidding me? You've had to have skipped
He's
him.
not in the first round.
Wow.
His age hurts him.
I
feel like
don't
it's-
think his age hurts him.
Bullshit.
Do you think
I don't
it's
think
a Stetson Bennett type thing again?
With Bo Nix?
Yeah.
No, I think, I'll be honest with you. When you watch Bo Nix play in the SEC, he wasn't very good.
But he was more
Yeah,
mobile.
but Bo Nix is not in this first round.
Yeah, he's mobile. I like
would-
him. He's 6'3". I like his size. There's certain things that when you watch him play by play, it doesn't appeal to them. I
don't
think
think. Yeah, I don't think Bo Nix is.
Oh, I would be ecstatic to get Bo Nix to the Raiders. Ecstatic.
I mean, the Raiders would be ecstatic to get a lot of people.
yeah. So I still
Good
think
point.
I still think for me it's still Daniels.
All right.
For me, that's who it is.
Well, that's our last tangent of the night.